From Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria. Let's take a look. Akwa Ibom State students call on government to review students' loan scheme requirements. Offensive is not a movie. We will bring you details of this. Many thanks for joining us on the news this afternoon. First, Agency NEMA and National Hajj Commission of Nigeria NACON to the Director of Information in the Office of the Vice President, the action of the President, Office of the Vice President, as well as an appropriate municipalities. And away from that now, the Federal Food and Drug Administration and Control NAFDAC are not dissolved. And from the dissolution of the boards of federal government parastatals agency by the Director of Information in the SGF office, Willie Bassi, parastatals agencies, institutions and government-owned companies. Judicial matters now, an appeal court in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, governorship candidate now of the All Progressives Congress AP Austin Wokocha. The ruling followed an appeal filed by Amechi and the judges, of which two agreed that the order be set aside, while the court, Joseph Ikeg, said the order by the lower court was made indefinite. A case instituted by the River State government. The case involved a company that is owned by coal and filed by the Council for Nnamdi Kanu, asking the court to compel the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB and ear surgery. Zekome said the DSS has repeatedly removed Biafra agitator. However, the Council for the DSS have argued. In a separate development now, the United Nations has done the head Public Information United Nations where it said the fund support was from the Central Response Fund, 1,000 people who are extremely affected by food in some $9 million in CERF funding and a complementary at preventing a deterioration to farming. Solution philosophy of the present Akwa Ibom State government governs it to the ambassador of the Republic of Turkey. His administration is agricultural subsector to achieve the lofty goal. Governor Aino that Akwa Ibom is one of the most peaceful states and even more. In his response, the ambassador of the Republic of Turkey visited and assured him that his country would not hesitate to. Meanwhile, Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly yesterday formally announced its principal effort honor as the leader of the House, with Barrister M.B.O. Mbo as the chief whip, as well as Samson Idiong to spearhead the selection of chairman and members of 23 stand by as secretary. Other members of the committee include the Deputy Speaker Ikbo, Uwem Imo Ita, Mparenan Emem Udo, Eastern Obolo, Jerry Otu, Ikorek Bene, Uburakara to the House within 24 hours. In the meantime, the House has adjourned its students of the University of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State have called Tinubu. Speaking with Spectrum Television, they disagreed with the for the poor. The students added that to subsidize education,
a situation whereby you have the loans, where do you expect these students to get the money and pay? I can't really see the product of what, and he's now looking for money to pay back the government. Is
satisfied because of the requirement. I saw things are connections and all of that. Because currently now the university system is changing. What I'm higher now. So if this student loan is being implemented,
I'm saying this for most of Nigerian students. We really do not have people they do not have to earn more than 500,000. It's better we just stay than trying to put ourselves in the economy, especially the job sector.
Because President Julius Bio, who is running for re-election 24 polls, Bio, one of the 13 of a 10th campaign. He noted that traditional parade-like political members of parliament, MPS, and local council. of bombing the intelligence headquarters in the country's capital, while the RSF said the building situated within a statement accused the Sudanese army of a clear attempt to raise the of a generally respected 72-hour ceasefire. Volodymyr Zelensky has acknowledged that the battlefield progress offensive has reclaimed 8 villages so far in the southern 200,000 square kilometers of Ukrainian territory, but said ultimately the goal was membership of NATO. Yenko says the toll from flooding sparked. Yenko said the number of dead has risen to. Reports say the June 6th beach of the Russian-controlled sparking fears of an environmental disaster. From a business scene. In business now, the decision to hold subsidy on premium motor spirit (PMS) commenced a study to determine the actual consumption of petrol in Nigeria. Secretary Neti Ogbonnaya Orji disclosed this in Abuja for Nigeria's extractive industries. Orji stated that Neti immediate effect that subsidy removal had brought to bear on the very vulnerable. Still in business now, the International Trade Center says the value float of the Naira. According to the International Trade Center, Nigeria is 55 Naira per dollar, the central price of the dollar as of this using Friday's rate of 663. Said the weakening of the Naira against the dollar means. Recall that the Apex Bank had last Wednesday directed deposit money banks between the official and parallel market rates of the Naira. And human papilloma virus vaccines will organization officer Elfrida Omogun during an interview vaccination in the country. The state immunization officer said that to meet up the expected targets, she sought stakeholders' collaboration. And still in health, a consultant hematologist at the Ogun State General that may trigger health crisis in people with sickle cell anemia, according to hypoxic condition when there is a lack of oxygen caused by low oxygen, that red blood cell contains hemoglobin, a protein, shortness of breath, and other health issues, and need to be cautious of their surroundings and must stay away from Quadri Adibimpe as the center referee for Wednesday's 20 Nigeria. The Football Federation noted that the Rangers are in the women's final category. Yemisi Akintoye, Rangers and Bendel Insurance will play in the CAF Cup, beating Brazil in a friendly match at Lisbon yesterday. And goal from Habib Diallo, another own goal. Senegal is now the first team to beat Brazil in 11 by Chile back in 2015. On a Seabury's Gang of Lagos as the only Nigerian performance outside of their country of origin over the last 12 months. Direct release. The crime drama follows 3 friends chasing their dreams, Tommy Wellington and Chike Ezikbazu Ozu. His 5th album, Adekunle Gold, is one of the artists whose music alter egos. In the video posted on his social media album titled Tequila Ever After is the beginning of T23 Summer Tour on September 22nd at the house with his superlative stagecraft. Phones, and ensure to subscribe to your YouTube channel, all of which you can find. A good afternoon.